In our previous video, we learned to solve a pair of linear equations graphically. Then in this video, we'll learn it to solve it algebraically. We have three methods to solve it algebraically. The first one is substitution, second elimination, and third cross multiplication. We'll discuss each method one by one with all the three cases of intersecting lines, parallel lines, and overlapping lines, coincident lines. Now let's solve this pair of linear equations by substitution method. Here we are given two equations. 2x plus 3y is equal to 16 and x minus 2y is equal to 1. We'll number them as 1 and 2. Now as the name suggests, substitution. So we need to substitute something. And what are we going to substitute? We are going to substitute the value of one variable into the other. And from these two equations, I am going to choose any one equation which will help me to find the value of the variable. Now look at the second equation here. X minus 2y is equal to 1. So from 2, I can say x is equal to 1 plus 2y. It is not necessary that I have to choose it from the second equation only. I can choose it from the first equation only. Wherever it is easy for me to find value of one variable in terms of other. Here I could easily locate that in second equation x I can find out easily. So I have chosen second equation. Now since I have taken it from second equation, I am going to substitute it in the first equation. So put value of x in my first equation. What is my first equation? This is my first equation. 2x plus 3y equal to 16. So 2, instead of x, I'll write 1 plus 2y plus 3y is equal to 16. Now my whole equation is in one variable and I can solve it easily. So it is 2 plus 4y plus 3y equal to 16. 7y is equal to 16 minus 2. So y is equal to 2. Therefore, my value of y is 2. Now, since I've got the value of y, I can put it either in 1, either in 2, or I can put it in this third equation, which is directly giving me the value of x. So, I'm putting it in the third equation, x is equal to 1 plus 2y. So, put value of y in 3. Which says x is equal to 1 plus 2y. So 1 plus 2y. So instead of y, I'll put the value of y and that is 2. So what is the value of x now? My x is 5. So what is my solution? Therefore my solution is, therefore x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 2 is the solution of this pair of linear equations. Now we'll solve this question by substitution and let's see what kind of a solutions do we get. Now we are going to number the equations as 1 and 2. From one of the equations, I'll try to find the value of one of the variables. So from 1, I'm taking 2x is equal to 9 minus 3y. So x is equal to 9 minus 3y upon 2. I'm putting this value, of x in second equation. Now what is my second equation? My second equation is 4x plus 6y is equal to 18. So 4, instead of x, I am putting the value 9 minus 3y upon 2 plus 6y is equal to 18. I am cancelling 4 with 2. Open my brackets. 18 minus 6y plus 6y is equal to 18. Plus 6y and minus 6y getting cancelled. So 18 is equal to 18. So I'm getting a statement which is true. And when I get such a situation, I say I have infinite solutions. Let's discuss one more question. Here, again, I'm given two equations. I'm numbering them 1 and 2. From 1, I can easily get x. So from 1, I'm taking x to be equal to 4 minus 2y. I'm putting value of x in the second equation. Since I've taken out x from 1, so I'm going to put it in 2, So therefore, what is my second equation? 2x plus 4y minus 12. So 2, instead of x, I'll write 4 minus 2y plus 4y minus 12. Now my complete equation is in terms of one variable. So this is 8 minus 4y plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. Plus 4y minus 4y getting cancelled. So minus 4 is equal to 0, which is basically a false statement, which is not true. So when we get such a statement, when we get a false statement, we say we have no solution. So I have discussed 3 questions with you, in which in one I got a unique solution, in the second one I got an infinite solution, and in the third one I got a no solution. Now let's learn elimination method. Now again we are given two equations, 2x plus 3y is equal to 16 and x minus 2y is equal to 1. The name says elimination. That means we need to eliminate any one variable here. And how are we going to do that? We are going to make the coefficients of any one variable same in both the equations. Now this is my equation 1 and this is my equation 2. Now you can see here that in this first equation variable of x is 2 and here it is nothing, means it is 1. So I can make the coefficient of both of them same by multiplying with 2. So what am I doing? I am multiply second equation by 2. So what will I get? I will get it as, now I will rewrite my pair of linear equations, 2x plus 3y is equal to 16. And this will be 2x minus 4y is equal to 2. Because I am multiplying 2 with each and every term of my second equation. So I am renumbering my equations 3 and 4. Now what is happening in third and fourth equation, the coefficient of x is same. And it is positive sign in both of them. Now if it is same, then I am going to do subtraction. I am going to subtract 4 from 3. So what's going to happen? One of my variable is going to get eliminated. So I'm rewriting it. 2x plus 3y is equal to 16. 2x minus 4y is equal to 2. So I am doing subtraction so that I can do cancellation. So when I'm doing subtraction, I am changing all the signs in the second row. So now these two terms are getting cancelled. And I have 7y is equal to 16 minus 2, that is 14. So my y is 14 divided by 7, it is 2. So I am getting the value of y as 2 here. Now once I've got the value of one of the variables, I can again put it in any one of the equations and try to find out the second variable. Now I can use any one equation. So I'm using the second equation here, x minus 2y is equal to 1. So x minus 2y is equal to 1. So putting value of y in my second equation. So what am I getting? I am getting this as x minus 2 into 2 is equal to 1. X minus 4 is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 plus 4. My x is 5. So what is my solution? My solution is, therefore x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 2. This was through elimination method. Now let's discuss another question. Again I have two equations here and I need to make any one variable coefficient same. Now look here, in the first equation this is 2x and this is 4x. So what can I do? I can multiply my first equation by 2 and then I can do subtraction. So what is my operation that I am going to do? Multiply 1 by 2 and subtract 2 from it. Subtract 2 from it. So what will be my equations? My equations will be 4x plus 6y is equal to 18. And my second equation was 4x plus 6y is equal to 18. Doing subtraction, I want to eliminate any one coefficient, any one term. So I've eliminated this. What's happening here? The second one is also getting eliminated. So 0 is equal to 2, which is true, as we've done in substitution method also. We're getting a statement which is true. So therefore we have infinite solutions here. Now let's talk about another question here. Again I have first equation, again I have second equation. In elimination, my purpose is to make the coefficient of any one variable as same. So here I can multiply first equation by 2. Why by 2? Because this is 2x and this is only x. So I'm multiplied by 2, and since both the signs are same, both are positive, so I need to subtract 2 from it. So what will be my equation? My equations will be multiply the first equation by 2. So it will be 2x plus 4y minus 8 is equal to 0. And my second equation was as it is same. So 2x plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. Now change the signs. The first term is getting cancelled and the second one is also getting cancelled. And I am getting 4 is equal to 0. But is this true? No, this is not true. So which is false? So again I'm getting the same situation as that we did in substitution method. So therefore we have no solution ever. Whenever you have a false statement, you have a no solution. Let's learn the last method, that is a cross multiplication method. In this, first we need to arrange our data in a tabular manner. Let's learn how we have to do it. First it is x, then it is y, and then it is minus 1. We have to write it like this. Now on the left hand side of x and on the right hand side of x, we have to write something. And what is that? We are going to hide the x terms. We are not going to look at these x terms, and we are going to look at the remaining terms. So what are my remaining terms? The coefficients of y are 3 and minus 2. I am going to write my coefficients as 3 and minus 2 here. And the constants are 16 and 1. The constants on the right side. So leave the x terms and look at the other two terms. My other two terms are of y. The coefficients of y, I just have to write the coefficients. So the coefficients of y on the left hand side of x, and the coefficient and the constants on the right side of x. Now when I want to write under y, now I will look at the y terms. I am going to hide my y terms here. Come to constants. The constants are already on the left hand side. And I am going to come on the x terms. The x coefficients are 2 and 1. So on the right side we have 2 and 1. Now we are going to hide the constants. Hide the constants. These are my constants. Hide them. Now look at the first terms of x. They are already written here. 2 and 1 are already written here on the left hand side of minus 1. I have to just write 3 and minus 2. The coefficients of y here. So see here, whatever was written on the first line is again repeated in the last line. So my table is formed here, where what did I do in the beginning? I hid the x terms and wrote the coefficients of the other two terms. I am moving it like this. So when I had hidden the x terms, I wrote the coefficients as 3 and minus 2, 16 and 1. This on the left hand side, that on the right hand side. When I was hiding the y terms, this was on the left hand side, this was on the right hand side. When I was hiding the constants, this was on the left hand side, this is on the right hand side, and the first table is same as the last one. The first thing is you have to make this table. Once your table is ready, then we have to form some ratios here. What are the ratios? X upon 1 into 3 minus 2 into 16. 1 into 3 minus this term into this term. So it is minus 2 into 16. Same thing applies here. Y upon 1 into 16 minus these two terms, product of these two terms. Minus 1 upon 2 into minus 2 minus product of 1 into 3. It will be always left to right and then right to left. So what am I getting? I am getting x is equal to 3 plus 32 y upon 16 minus 2 minus 1 upon minus 4 minus 3. So it is x upon 35 is equal to y upon 14 is equal to minus 1 upon minus 7. Now since all the ratios are equal, I am going to equate first and last, second and last. So let me equate the first two. So x upon 35 is equal to, I can take them as 1 by 7 also. And the second, y upon 14 is equal to 1 by 7. So it is x is equal to 35 upon 7. So x is 5 and y is equal to 14 upon 7. So y is equal to 2. So these are my two solutions.